Virgo, hello there, my beautiful friends. We're going to do your general tarot reading for early July 2023. Thank you so much for joining me today. You know I appreciate each and every single one of you. So let's get right down to business as always and start you off with an oracle card here, just so we could dip our toes in the energy and see what's going on for the lovely Virgo collective. I hope you're all doing fabulous, my friends. Let's shuffle it up here one time, see what we got for you. Talk to me, my guides. What's up with the Virgos, please, and thank you. Yeah, we're just going to take a real quick look at this first card, then we'll get into the full reading itself, and at the very end I'll pull you a bonus card from the Shadowland Tarot just to see what might be in the shadows or what shadow work you can lean in on, which is always interesting. But let's get it going here. Let's rock. Let's see what we got for Virgo right away, please, my guides. What's going on with my friends here? I mean, definitely an interesting reading last week, so I want to see where this one goes. All right, big water sign energy showing up for you here, big divine feminine as well. This is always interesting, and it does remind me of the Queen of Cups. So we're really going to have to peel back the layers on this one because it could mean a lot of different things, good, possible challenges as well. Before we do, though, if you're new here, I'll be speaking about the July subscriber surprise towards the end, so you might want to check that out. Also, if you could kindly illuminate that like button by tapping it right on its third eye, you know I'd greatly appreciate it. But enough of the promo, into the reading. Let's talk about it. So yes, this is an oracle deck, so this isn't literally the Queen of Cups, but it has a lot of similarities to me, so I always link these two cards. So maybe there is a prominent water sign in your life that's being highlighted at this time, even a mother figure. But what are some of the archetypes we think of with the Queen of Cups? The positives: creative, artistic, loving, nurturing, caring. So these are some things that you might be feeling or wanting to express in this time, a little softer than normal. It's a soft touch type of energy, which is a good thing sometimes. But in the inverse, when we get Queen of Cups energy, this is someone that feels things on a very intense level, but might be suppressing or not speaking about it. So there could be a portion of you might be feeling something or thinking something, but you're keeping it suppressed and deep down. So we'll see what's up. I mean, we're not going to put too much stock in this just yet, unless she shows up again in the reading. Then we'll really have to focus harder on it. But let's just put her off to the side. I always say the first card doesn't make or break the reading. It's just a footnote. But yeah, we're going to get you 3 cards in the upright before we get the intuitive juiciness going. So let's get a good shuffle here for the Virgos in early July, my guides. What do we got for my friends? Please. So while we get this deck ready, let's talk about last week's reading. It was titled The Big Ending. We're not going to fluff it up. Hopefully a lot of you aren't going through problems and situations like that. It could be big things, could be small things, but I was feeling something like really wearing out its welcome or coming to a close. So for a portion of you, there could be various cycles closing, various things that you're moving on from. So we want to see what shows up in this week's reading. As I always say, the energy is very fluid, never set in stone, so only take this how it hits for you. But we're going to see what's up for Virgo. I mean, yeah, we might just be seeing someone else's energy for all we know. But yeah, we had 10 of Swords showing up last week and everything. So maybe we'll get a little something more optimistic here. But either way, we'll roll with it, right? Let's get 3 cards for you. Thank you. 3 cups. All right, that's a little bit of a happier energy to start us off at the very least. I don't want to get too excited over that. But the 3 of Cups is a positive card. Let's get you 2 more. Really start building this picture out. Because, as I say, with every card, they have positives, but they also have challenges. And speaking of challenges, we got the 8 of Swords showing up right here in the center. Yeah, we're going to have to talk about this one. Let's get one more. Interesting stuff. I mean, we got a lot of energies here, especially with the 3 of Cups there, like other people, other individuals showing up in a very prominent position. Okay, so we do have the 7 of Wands on the back end. You also have a bonus card, which is the Ace of Cups. Generally a positive card. This could speak about the emotional realm or even romantic. But let's go through. I'll give you some of the classical meanings and archetypes, and we'll get that juicy, intuitive stuff going. Now, as we look down here in the box, at first glance, initially I'm seeing lots of different elements. Yes, we do have 2 water cards, which is the realm of emotion, just like that Queen of Cups we saw. But we also had the 8 of Swords, which is the mind state. We also had the 7 of Wands, which could be a little bit combative, fire, air on the back end. So whether this is different areas of life, different things happening, or one big story, let's piece it all together. In position number 1, we have the 3 of Cups. Initially, it made me very happy. You see the imagery here. This card gets a bit of a bad reputation. I'll explain more in a minute. But to me, this is a card of merriment, happiness, celebration. So there might be a cause for celebration when we see this card. You see these people are having a good old time. But where do the challenges come in? This could represent groups of people, dynamics that are more than two. So like things might be getting sticky in a group situation. When we have the Three of Cups, this could also represent somebody that's over consuming something or anything, like someone who throws a bunch back or whatever it might be. But there could be overconsumption issues in regards to this Three of Cups. We're not really going to focus on it too much. To me, I always say it's a positive until it's not, which is when we clarify it. So we're going to leave it as is for now. However, we're pressing forward. We got the Eight of Swords. This is a very stressed out type of energy, and it's a super active mind state. The Eight of Swords could be, and I will say this, especially with the Seven of Wands right next to it, could be someone feeling cornered or feeling trapped. Could be energies of solitude, but like when I see these cards together, like it does give that solitude heavy type of feeling. So, I mean, that hermit type of energy as well. But when we see the Eight of Swords, the good thing about this is that it's a fleeting energy. It's not long lasting. This air energy moves in and moves out quickly. So when we see this, we could think of anxiousness, stressing, nervousness, whatever it might be as well. But these are energies that can be moved on from. It could just be overthinking. So we'll just have to see whether this is a warning or not. Now, moving to the back end, you'll see what I mean. We have some similar archetypes as we move to the Seven of Wands. Now, this card, you see this person, they kind of seem a little trapped as well. Looks like they're in a corner. There's people coming at them with sticks. So this card does often show up if you're feeling like your back's against the wall. You got a lot of things you need to overcome, a lot of hurdles that you need to get past. That's a big thing with this card. The beautiful energy with the Seven of Wands is it's that of determination. Like nothing's going to stop me. Nothing's going to get in my way. I don't care how hard it gets. I'm going to keep pushing. I'm going to keep going, which is a really, really nice energy to have. But yeah, in combination with the Seven of Wands and the Eight of Swords and Seven of Wands, to me, that fire air mixture, it could be someone that's feeling cornered until there's an eruption of some sort. So we'll really want to dive deeper in a moment. Now, getting to the very, very back end, we have the Ace of Cups as a bonus. Now, when I pull a bonus card, it doesn't get clarified, but it's also another footnote. All aces are good. All aces represent new cycles, new opportunities. The Ace of Cups could just signify how one is feeling on the inside or emotionally. That cup runneth over, so there's a lot of emotions involved with this card. It could also represent love, romance, emotional attachment. So this could be a little flavor on top of everything else. We're seeing emotions could be running high, and especially when I saw this of someone possibly feeling cornered, that could be emotionally too. Like there could be a lot of internal stuff happening with these cards. Okay, and I will mention this as well. Most of these cards are internal based in my style because Cups, to me, that's the inner emotional. When we have the Swords, that is the inner thoughts. The Wands is more of an outer physical expression. So we want to see how this all plays out. It might line up interesting. Let's dive deeper. We're going to jump in and clarify. All right, let's get a good shuffle here and reset this deck for you, Virgo. Let's see if we could get down to the bottom of this. And yes, my friends, this is where I go intuitive with the message, which means I just tell you how it feels to me. So feel free to do further research or rely on your base knowledge of tarot, because as you know, every single reading is about the reader's interpretation, and I'm just giving you mine. Let's go in on that Three of Cups. Maybe we'll get some positives here. And yes, if you're a reader yourself, please feel free to play along. That's why the box is here. If you're feeling any messages that you want to give to Virgo, you can drop it in the comments. I don't mind at all. All right, Three of Cups time. What's up with that? What's that Three of Cups here? Thank you. Okay. Yeah, I get the vibe of somebody ignoring something or trying to put something to the back of the mind, like take it out of the forefront. There could also be somebody that's trying to like numb in some sort of way as well. Take that for what it's worth. Not necessarily saying it's you. But we have Judgment in reverse underneath the Three of Cups. It's like, I don't want to deal with that right now. Let's deal with that later. Like I'm getting that postponing, that pushing something back or delaying. We could also have the ignoring purposefully as well, like someone who's not wanting to face something for whatever reason. Now, once again, I did say I was feeling this energetic bubbling happening, like something bubbling from within, bubbling underneath. When I see Judgment, this is a card in the upright of change, of action, forward pushing. It could be literal decisions. In reverse, it's all that opposite, in my opinion. Yes, it's angelic, but I'm still getting the vibe of somebody postponing something or ignoring something. Okay, you might just be ignoring a person, for all I know. There might be a person you're just not wanting to talk to for whatever reason. You're pushing them to the side. Same could go for you, cross watchers. So let's keep moving. I don't want to overcomplicate it. If you're having issues with the Virgo and you're cross watching, like, they might just be trying not to think about whatever issues you're having. They might just be trying to back burner it. But let's see what's going on with that Eight of Swords. Same could go for you, Virgo. There might be someone who's just ignoring, right? Delaying. What's that Eight of Swords here? Thank you. Four of Cups. Ooh, yeah. This could be somebody who, like, these are two very mental type of cards. Like, this is someone who has a lot on their mind. We got the Four of Cups in the upright underneath this Eight of Swords. Like I said, there is so much going on the inner realm with whoever this is showing up. There's a lot of overthinking. This could be someone who, like, mentally, they're a little bit of a mess right now. Now, I'll explain why. The Four of Cups, to me, you see this person, they're not looking at this Ace of Cups, which we also have out here. It's daydreaming. It's just a lot of mental action. And combined with this Eight of Swords, to me, this is someone who either mentally, they are quite a mess. Like, mentally, they're scattered. Mentally, there's a lot going on. Or they might just be amping themselves up. I'm getting a lot of anxiety. I'm getting a lot of stress and nervousness as well. So do with that what you will. I'm not going to complicate it once again. I mean, it could all be linked. This person could be just trying to deal with things in their own way. Okay, but I don't feel like it's the healthiest, believe it or not. Like, especially if they're, like, ignoring, postponing, delaying, thinking. Like, I feel like we might hit a crescendo of some sort when we get to that Seven of Wands. Let's see, though. We're going to get in on that Seven of Wands, then we'll do a quick recap before we get into the shadow card. So why is that Seven of Wands here, please? And yeah, I think I was picking up a similar energy like a month ago for you guys. Okay, yeah, we have the Six of Cups in reverse underneath the Seven of Wands. It's someone who's like, I will not make the same mistake again. Like, it is that vibe, like the fool me once, shame on you, fool me twice, shame on me type of energy. Six of Cups in reverse, that's just the main vibe. Now, it could be someone trying to obscure their past or change who they used to be. Obviously, we're all on an evolution of some sort, but I feel like this is someone dead set saying, like, you know what, I am not going to make the same mistakes again. I'm not going to trip up again. I'm not going to fall into the same patterns. This is like, I'm going to stay on goal, on task, and keep it moving. That's just the vibe I'm getting. Now, the Six of Cups could also represent soul connections, those that we have a lot of history with. It's a card of the past. So when I see it in reverse, maybe this is someone that feels trapped by their past as well. That could be it. Or like a prisoner to their past in some sort of way, like past mistakes, past things that have happened. But the main vibe I'm picking up here is like, I will not make that mistake again. Okay, like, I'm not going to do that again. So we have a lot happening here, Virgo. Okay, whether these are your thoughts and feelings or somebody else's. Let's go through and do a quick recap before we get into the shadow card. Lots of the inner world happening here with all these cups, with the swords as well. There's only one card of, like, physical pushing forward. But in position number one, we have the Three of Cups with Judgment in reverse. This could be somebody delaying a choice, delaying a decision, or just putting something on the back burner, not thinking about it. I don't want to think about it right now. I'll think about it later. It's like kicking the can down the road type of energy. And now I'm not going to say if that's good or bad. I'm just getting that vibe. There might be literally somebody that you're ignoring or is ignoring you as well. That's just what I'm picking up here. In the center, we have the Eight of Swords with the Four of Cups in the upright. There's a lot of mental action happening here, just like I saw a month for you. Someone whose, like, mental state could be quite a mess in this time. The nervousness, the anxiety, the stress, like, it's showing up again. It's like circled back around. So this is a lot of mental overthinking. Now, could it be someone who's either trying to numb all this, or somebody or two people in different modes? Like, one person's acting like they don't care, one person cares way too much, possibly. I'm just spitballing here. On the back end, though, we have the Seven of Wands with the Six of Cups in reverse. This is somebody who is completely dedicated to not making the same mistake again. That's the biggest vibe. Of course, this could be someone that might feel a little trapped by past mistakes, or they don't want to define themselves by what they used to be or who they used to be. But the main vibe I'm picking up here on the back end is absolutely, especially when we have it next to this Ace of Cups, somebody just, I'm not going to do it again. All right, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. main thing. So please take a screenshot of that if you like. I'm going to get you one shadow card here. Interesting stuff, my friends, but there's a lot of internal here. I will say this, a lot of stuff going on the inside in this week's reading. But let's get you one shadow card real quick, just to tie this up in a neat little bow. What's in the shadows for Virgo? And like I say every week, the shadow card could be something within yourself or something you don't quite see. Okay, think about expanding on this back end action. So if you have any suggestions, let me know. But let's see what's up here. What do we got in the shadows for Virgo? All right, the deck is being specific here for you now, my friends. There it is. Thank you. Okay, we have the Six of Wands, usually a good card of victory and overcoming. I like this. But when I see the shadow side of this, and we'll talk about it briefly, we're not going to spend a lot of time here. The Six of Wands is Leo energy, so it could be a connection to Leo you have showing up in the energy. To me, when we see the shadow side of the Six of Wands, it could be someone that is feeling unappreciated for whatever reason or not seen. Okay, so when we're getting ignoring showing up in the main part of the spread, it makes sense. Another thing with the Six of Wands is not to count your chickens before they hatch. Wait till results are within your hands before you really celebrate it. But there is a warning with this card against being egotistical. If there is a person in your life and they act as if they walk on water, Spirit is highlighting them for some reason, okay? Like, steer clear of anyone that is too egotistical in this time. So yeah, Virgo, that's what I have for you this week, my beautiful friends. Don't click away just yet, though. I'm going to give you the details of the July subscriber surprise. If you got your name in for the June subscriber surprise, the winners will be announced in my community tab after this week's fire and air signs readings. But for July, I'll be giving away 2 copies of the Everyday Witches Tarot. Once again, one of my favorite decks and one of the first ones I ever gave away on this channel. So if you'd like to get your name in for this, 2 simple things as always, my friends. First, you must be subscribed, which I'm sure you already are. And second, let me know down in the comments, out of all the tarot suits, which one has your favorite art style? Is it the swords, wands, pentacles, cups, even the major arcana? You'll be entered to win. And at the end of July, I'll put the winners in my community tab. As always, my friends, much love, and I'll see you soon.